Well, what do you know? Chelsea are considered the bad guys in football once again because we seem to have broken a rule, even though there was no rule, coming to signing players for over 5 years. Now, if you didn't see the news, UEFA came out and said this will be the last transfer window that any team can expend over 5 years. So what that really means is that you can still sign contracts for 5+ years if you want to for any player, but you cannot spend on them past 5 years. So Modric coming in, we are dishing out his pay over 5+ years to I think 7.5 years, which means we are not breaking financial fair play. Now, smart move on Chelsea and Todd Boehly, but everyone else has been looking at this and thinking that we are cheating the system. But the fact is, the system itself never had a rule in this. Any team could have been doing this, but no one's done it before. And yet, for some reason, everyone's making a huge issue because an American owner came in, Todd Boehly, everyone thinking he's trying to change football, but really, he's just bending it to his own rules. And as a fan, I find this very comical because Chelsea are probably number one team that everyone hates once again, even though we are in 10th place. We are having a terrible season, yet people cannot stop talking about this club, which again, I find very comical because as a fan, if we're ever in the news, it's typically because of bad news or us being the bad guys, which is once again, UEFA claiming that we are the bad guys because we broke the system. But that being said, because this is going to be the last transfer window, that is big news for Chelsea because transfer deadline is January 31st. So we still have roughly a week left, which means that Todd Boehly and the board at Chelsea are most likely going to go crazy spending this window to go past the 5-year deal because this is going to be the last time ever that is going to be possible. Enzo Fernandez has been on the radar once again, and who knows how long of a contract will give him, maybe 8 years. And I'm sure there are other players that we are looking at currently that we are going to spend a bunch more money to bring those players in. And again, so we do not break any financial fair plays because if we're able to do that all this window, next couple of windows, it does not matter because it's already been spent out. So we will see what happens. But I'm curious to see what will happen with Chelsea in the rest of this transfer news. I feel like we got to pick up a right back. We got to pick up a few midfielders, maybe a left back as well because Ben Chilwell obviously has not been back, taking longer to recovery. I would say even a goalkeeper. I know we have one coming from the MLS fairly shortly, but still we need more players in those areas. Probably maybe a CB, even though we are extending Thiago Silva another contract deal, probably for another plus year, which makes total sense with how well this player's been playing. But we obviously need a few players right back. Most crucial, if not essential, defensive midfielder is the other position that we need. And there obviously are players that we are looking at, but we won't know until the end of the transfer deadline. But do not be surprised if Chelsea go on a spending spree in this last week because we obviously want to bring all these new players in, these younger players, to keep building this squad, this team, and give Graham Potter the best utilizing players that he can utilize to make this team so much better and then possibly push out all the dead weight during this time frame, which is going to be harder than actually saying it, but we will see what can happen. So that is all I have for you today. I want to know what you guys think about this rule. If you think it makes sense, what do you think about Chelsea bending the rules to benefit themselves? Comment down below. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe down below. I greatly appreciate that. Hope to get this video to more and more fans such as yourself. And that is it. And I will see you in our next video.